Okay, is it working? Okay, it is. Hey YouTube. Hey, thanks for sticking with me, viewer. There's a arena run that I just went 0-3 on, and I'm gonna clip the rage for you guys to get some lulls. What happened was we got really unlucky into our second two games when we lagged out of our first, and I figured out the issue that I'm having that was causing me to lag out of games. I need to do the DirectX run command, and since I've done that, the game is running with zero lag, zero not responding stuff that was happening earlier, so I don't expect that to be an issue anymore. I added a hero tier list that I'm going to update every few days, so we are going to be playing the best heroes possible until we build a bankroll. And like I mentioned on the Rogue Arena, if I don't have a bankroll to continue playing on my free-to-play account, I'm going to get some more runs in on my main account. So that's why we're on my main account. So, and that helps me be a lot less salty, because I don't particularly. I'm going to try to do my best regardless, but if I go like 1-3 on this account, I don't care. Okay, that was my last arena run. So as you see, like I got above 7. I have no idea how many wins, but probably like 7 or 8 wins. I averaged over 7, so. I actually had like 4,900 gold, and the last expansion I bought like the 40 packs I needed to buy to play Constructed just off my arena winnings. So we're gonna get back to that form eventually. Okay, so we'll do a second Druid run.
You were right to
I hope it's probably not going to be as good of a deck as the one we just wasted. Well, yeah, this is not off to a great start. All those 3 cards sucked. Moonfire at least had a purpose in our last deck to not be completely useless. Ironbark's okay. Satyr? Really? Yeah, I'd rather have this than this. This is the only class I would really want this card in is Paladin. It's very weak for 7 mana, especially in this meta. I'd rather have a weak 3. And then we get a strong 3. Power. Yep. This is interesting. Wonder which. Yeah, this card is very good. It's much better than I thought. Shiva's for removal. Good card. These cards are average. Yep. That's close. Okay, I'll take the fall. Okay. The other 2 cards were bad. Not muted, right? Okay. And at least something that I'm not too upset about anymore is I had pets that were freaking out, making a lot of noise during my last draft, and I muted myself for most of the draft, so. This 5-drop is pretty good. So I haven't had anything interesting to talk about. Like, if the tier scores are like this far apart, usually Hearth Arena is right, like over 90% of the time. So if it's close, like the last draft, I had a lot more to discuss because there was close calls and picks, and I had a strong deck. If we didn't leg out of that first game, who knows what would have happened. And that happens sometimes. If there's if you play over like 100 arena runs, you'll probably get a 0-3. It doesn't matter if you're number 1 on the ladder. I'm not saying every 100 he gets one, but he's like you. I think that's like my 3rd or 4th ever. So I haven't. That's super rare. And I don't know, like that's with an asterisk because one of them was a leg out loss that we were winning with a good hand. But it's still funny to everybody but me. 2 squirrels, summon a treant. Interesting. So that's rated pretty high. I guess because of the synergies. I think these are like similar strength cards, but we'll listen to the arena person. Okay, there we go. I was hoping we'd get some good, strong late game cards. This is, I'm not sure. I was thinking Faceless, but I knew it was close. Yeah, I'll just go with the strong curve. Swipe. I guess every single druid I've drafted has had at least one swipe, so definitely a tip is to play around swipe. This is pretty good. Wow, it's that low. We have a lot of spells. Yep, the strongest 2. What is this? Summon a 1/2 Dryad with lifesteal. That'd be good for like token druid. Yeah, we're basically making like a token druid deck so far, which can be very, very strong. That's probably, it should still be a constructed variant. It has been for as long as I can remember. I mean, there's certain points of ladder that I played that druid is really piss poor, but then other times it was like the best class, so just depends on the meta. This is close. This gives us tempo, this gives us better board clear. I like the difference in the, I like Pyro too. I agree with it. Okay, so we have like a cleave minion. We have this card, which is OP, but our deck isn't very heavy. I kind of agree with this. Like, we lost to this card with our second loss. We need draw. I'm picking this card. I'm like, I don't care if it tells me to pick this card. It's definitely not going to tell me to pick this card. Okay, it agrees with me. I guess a tiger. Yeah. Maybe a gift. Interesting. Holy crap. And then we get another terrible fucking deck. Yeah, I'm not too excited about this one. The last one was much better. Okay. But watch, this one will go like 7 or some shit like that. Like, you never know with Hearthstone. It's probably slightly below average in power. It's a little better than it looks because we have the tokens. We'll take board and hopefully they don't draw answers and we get a little lucky. We have strong early game. We have okay late game. We have okay mid game. Just nothing very crazy strong. So there's like, the ceiling for this deck is like probably 7. The ceiling for the last deck was 12, so. But any deck can go 12, we just have to get like the reverse RNG that we've been getting today.
Malfurion versus Nemzi.
Let's have some fun!
I must protect the wild.
That's hilarious. How are we gonna have that? I was gonna say. And our only early game play is draw. Wow. So I guess I'll play 1/3/2. It's important to get something on the board against Druid. Yeah, you see my legend card back too, so you know that I'm not talking a bunch of shit when I say I've been top 100 legend. I actually Zed a lot, getting more popular. I've followed him since I'm probably one of his top like 50 followers, and he was on my friends list years ago when he just started his like I think I saw him on his first month of streaming, and we used to talk about free stacks and different things. He might remember me, he might not. It's been since like 2015. I don't expect him to remember me, but it's really cool that he stuck with it and he has such a good following. He spectated me a bunch when I was doing really high in the ladder. Well, if we're gonna curve out so heavy, then we don't necessarily need this draw. We're gonna keep drawing all of these cards. You don't want to just sit here in hero power and let the warlock just amass a huge card advantage on you. So this locks out his turn 3. We can't really play it. This has more flexibility. I'm gonna play this. He might have a, well, it can't be targeted. He was thinking about doing something with 1 mana, so more than likely he has Immortal Coil. Or no, he was hovering with coins, so he probably has another 2-drop that he was considering pointing out. In Old Arena, these were great cards, and even in Constructed, that sucks. Wow, that is so bad for us. Well, he's gonna bump here. Obviously, let's go in face. If I play this, then he sits on that. If I play this, he gets a really good trade, and he has a 3/2. That just sits there, and it might get value on R5. It could stealth. Just don't have great options. And then these two could trade there, so he kinda has to. Okay, so this gives us because we have a tiger. If I only had this for turn 5, I would play the Yeti. But because our next play can be tiger and avoid giving this like insane value, it already got really good value. We need this card to carry. We don't have that many good cards. Let's do a good card count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd say about a third of our deck is good cards. It looks like all of this guy's cards are good. All of these cards are top tier.
What to do?
And we're gonna take a lot of damage. That's why I almost played the Yeti. He had another answer, so it kind of locked.
I can't move.
This is very bad. Jesus, can't do anything right today, apparently. Yeah, I should have played the Yeti. I mean, it's easy to say that in hindsight. The fact that he had another good 4-drop to counter my play. Guess we have to do this play.
For the wild. Job done.
Now we have like no health to work with. He's gonna get crazy value out of this card. So I'm pretty sure we already lost this game. Just good cards versus weak cards. And this is where you want to be as Warlock. That's how you should tap after you have gained like strong board presence. Yeah, so much value. We'll play it out because I don't like. There is like a 1% chance or something we can still win the game, but it's very low. +1.
Ever jousted a dragon?
That. I'll trade.
We're back online!
I wanted to avoid this getting value. I need to go a little bit wide and try to set up like a good damage turn. Like he doesn't really have good trades. I can play Ironbark and Smork and kill him in 2 turns. And if somehow he just has minions and no taunts, maybe we win. And no more, like, he hasn't played a bad card yet. So, there goes that plan. So, throw a Plague Proto-Drake Hail Mary. A good thing is he only has 4 mana, so he needs like a 5/4. Or that again? Seriously? This is just crap. Super high value, high tempo cards, so I guess this is going to trade here. This is going to do nothing this turn. We have a free roll attacking Ironbark next turn. That's pretty good. We definitely need to have this hit face if possible. Okay. And the fact that that 5/2 hit us so much, we don't have even the health advantage. All premium cards. This is an insane Warlock deck. But we're like still behind on board with no health. So bad. We want to keep our taunt healthier than our Drake. Five is decently hard for him to do.
Double time and double
And then we're just dead. It's one of the best decks I've seen. Am I gonna be allowed to have any type of fun tonight, Hearthstone? It's just not allowed. Man, I'm getting shit on tonight. If you want to see me get a decent amount of wins, you can check out my Rogue. My Rogue guide, it's 7+. Spoiler alert. That's on my YouTube. It's ridiculous, man. That's the best Warlock deck I've played against since I've came back. That dude, every single card was like tier score of 75+ that I played. That was pretty crazy. Answered everything that we tried to do. Meanwhile, we're just playing very mundane, average level cards. The only thing I could have done differently was play the Yeti. That doesn't change the result of that game.
This be our neck of the woods.
So we can make it 3/4 with taunt next turn.
Reporting for duty.
Kinda want to save these spells now. And the Death Rattle synergizes well with this card.
Nuts to you.
Just gonna hold. See what he does this turn. And then I also need to get more arenas in, so the reason I was able to have a high win average before is I knew the meta, for one, the arena meta, how fast and slow and what type of tempo versus value games to play, and what cards each class drafted the most to make them OP. So I knew what cards to expect and play around. Does this thing do a spell burst? Gains +2 attack. So that sets up this, and then we can try to save coin, I guess, for this thing.
Nuts to you.
Kings is awful. Hopefully that doesn't happen.
Another soul to consume.
So he bumps here, he has 2/2 left. You can coin out this, doesn't do anything.
What?
Buff that, swipe. It still trades. Not great options. And we're having to, like,
I wonder.
I think just making... I don't want to play the Poisonous into this board. I coin the 5. It's kind of wasteful. We'll clean that up, and then we can try to stuff a swipe for next turn. We can do like a power of the wild turn next turn, I guess. Just not getting great options versus the board. Tough spot so far this game. This is like retire, like almost retire worthy. Like a guy like Redbeard probably wouldn't even play this deck with his bankroll. Okay. Okay, so now if he trades here, we have a good swipe for next turn. We can play this. And then we have no spells for our 7, but he doesn't know that. It's not worth, like, not trying to win the board to try to get value in the late game.
Let me think.
And you definitely want to be ahead on board against the Paladin. So this is an excellent swipe. And he clearly doesn't have Consecrate, because that was a good Consecrate. Or I play this card instead. Ooh, bad. Made my swipe really awkward. I guess we do this. There wasn't a good swipe with Pyro. And I want to play this to shut down big drops, and now we have board. So he probably just plays these protect against small minions. That makes this card pretty good now. Hopefully he doesn't get the charge Murloc.
Better be something good.
Reporting for duty.
Pretty nice gift that he gave us. And the fact that we have a dragon in our hand is nice. Wow, it's so good. So he answers this card, but yeah, I know he doesn't have a board clear because he would have used it, so I want to play as much stuff as I can. Did he just top deck a board clear? That was weird. Why wouldn't he kill this?
I didn't need it anyway.
Your presence offends me.
Okay, so that was just a terrible play.
Reporting for duty.
So why that's a bad play is because you know, I can easily play things like Taunt to keep this annoying card for him on the board. I guess I'll do this. And now I still, like, now I have an answer to a big drop. So he's super far behind. He definitely, with that stealth, should have killed the poison card. That was a big misplay. And we have the punish for it because we have taunt. And against Druid, Druid is a taunt heavy class too. That's something that you should consider.
Reporting for duty.
Yes. Okay, maybe it's repentance. We don't. Do I want to play 2 more minions? Oh, we haven't checked Eye for an Eye. No. Wait, no. Oh, it's not secrets. It's a side quest.
I supply only
Duh.
the finest.
Just relax.
It is not my time.
So yeah, now you still can't get through this thing, and this card is still countering any big taunt, which he really needs. And you should think about what your opponent should do is the best scenario for your opponent in response to what you're doing, because then you know, like I know he doesn't have Consecrate and these 2 cards, but he could draw it. Doesn't mean it's not in the deck, but I don't really play around like 1 and 17s. See, he just had to pit because he was greedy with that. He just had to pit Croc. He's dead, right?
Wiggle this.
Just relax.
Like, I don't think that game by any means was unwinnable for him. Yay, more gold and stuff. More stuff. I'm not really going to do pack openings on this account. It's not part of the... I mean, I'll show the arena runs as a part of the challenge series, and you know I'm not spending money because you get to see, like, learn kind of how you can think at a more advanced level for arena in this game. But like I'm not gonna play ladder on this account. I've already I've been, I think my best was like 27th or something on the ladder. So like mission accomplished for ladder on this account for me as far as I'm concerned. The other account is much funner because we're not spending any money and I want to hit legend, and if I can climb with a free-to-play account the top legend, that's really cool to me. So that's what I'm more interested in doing. Wow, we have 2s for days and all spells. That's interesting. And we're against a priest, so I guess I'll just use this. We can set up 2 3/2 eagles and buff them to 4/3s. Or not. Or just have 1 and be sad. Yeti is a classic priest counter. Brings back memories. I used to play a lot of priest. This card used to wreck me in beta. So we don't have anything expensive in our hand right now, so it's just this. We need to have a tempo answer this turn. Is this better? Just making a big minion? It's 4 with a lot of health. Should consider this play. 4, 5. He has 4 damage on board. And it gives us more mana to make this better later. Yeah, I'm actually gonna go ahead and do an early Iron Bark. And this, I know this is a good trade for this card, but this card gets will give everything rush, so it's better if we hold. Damn it. Okay, well at least that's an even trade. That was such a, like, see how crappy Priest has to respond to 4 attack minions? We need to draw some of our heavy value cards. Gonna run out of steam here. But at least he's using just as many cards as us, so. Doesn't matter if we draw all this if we're both in top deck mode.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Okay, I'm gonna do this card this turn. Hopefully we draw something of more value. This Poison Rush is really strong. And I'm gonna take the extra damage. I want to protect my Yeti. Go off
For the
there.
wilds.
I want to really, like, OP power turn to out-tempo him. This combo is strong. These are good too. Just need to dump this small stuff out of our hand.
More like a wisp than a warden.
So this gets value. Hopefully we draw something big. Tempo Burrowing Scorpit, wow. That was pretty desperate. I wish I had one more mana. Just play that hard into Holy Nova.
What to do?
Should have thought a little more.
Time waits for no one.
Yeah, I don't. Actually.
For the wild.
That might have been a Holy Nova setup. Most priests have at least one in their drafts, right? I was gonna go wide, and then I was thinking that I could play this and hero power it down, and then I didn't have 7 mana. But I do want to get rid of this combo this turn, so because this hatches next turn. Hopefully he just plays a big card like I know priests have. Like, play your 7 mana card, man. Please.
Your feeble magic
Perfect.
amuses me. Nature's true power.
Oh, that sucks.
A little healing goes a long way.
This is probably the worst card in our deck to have in our hand when we were winning. So, but that was the combo I was waiting for against Priest.
More like a wisp than a warden.
That's great.
How wasteful!
Just relax.
And he just top decked this card, so it's unlikely to be Holy Nova. That's something you should pay attention to too. How's he been holding this card for a while? Top deck's Death as soon as I play Ironbark. Okay. So dumb.
Just relax.
For the wild. Job done.
If he wants to keep healing his minions, I want him to like worry about dying. It counteracts his very good hero power. I don't want to throw. I know I could have killed this.
We shall end this disturbance.
Oh, he has another taunt in hand, of course. Yeah, that's a good top deck by us, so we get him back. That was the best draw in our deck, so now we can get value out of this card next turn. Makes up for that death.
Nobody move, and no one gets hurt.
Oh, we had death anyways, okay. Wow, come on, man.
For the wild.
I always forget about this battle cry. That was so, like, damn it. Why couldn't this just cost 10 mana? That was such a good play last turn. You get a spell.
I brought enough for everyone.
Run! I will hold them off. Our home. Tombs. Submit, heretic!
Truth is my shield.
Dance for me.
In top deck mode, most of the time you want to play your cards. Like, it's like, even if it's bad on value, it gives you more chance to draw a card that's like game winning for him. Like if you have this type of, it just gives you more turns
I wonder.
to survive. He should definitely get rid of the Divine Shield. Maybe he was thinking about not because he has Mind Control in his deck or something.
I supply only the finest creatures.
But I want to play as much stuff as I can so Mind Control becomes that much shittier. which he would have mind controlled probably last turn. Okay. Doesn't kill anything. It's a pretty decent control deck. Jesus Christ. And I'm gonna draw this RNG, man. Come on. This is so stupid. Like, why do I have to, like, fucking the worst draw on my deck? This card was definitely better.
What to do?
He gets a very good 3-drop.
This be our neck of the woods.
For the wild.
Oh, wrangle this.
Justice shall prevail.
I wait for no one. It is not my time.
And watch, he probably fought stealed like our 2 best cards that we're never gonna draw. Just that's that type of night. Or maybe he got Claw or something surprising. I just don't like seeing a thought steal when I have all this value and moved it. It's still left in my deck. Those are the best like value trades we could do. Okay. Okay, so that sucked, but it's good in this situation. Now I can't heal this card. We can hero power this away.
Must move quickly.
It's a renew. Jesus. Guess it's best to do this, right?
Not
We just cannot draw well. This is like bottom of the barrel draws. Literally, let's see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have a 50% chance for a good draw. I guess it's not bad. See, told you. Thought Steal's the best card in my deck. This is the type of night we're having. We're never gonna even draw that card.
I can't do that.
Ever jousted a dragon?
For the wild.
Just went off a pure dumb luck. He's played alright though. It's more aggravating when you just see them being like complete like dumb plays. I have to play that here so I don't take 8 to the face. He should be playing these cards.
Ever jousted a dragon?
Okay, this is a new card. I mean, it doesn't really matter on this board.
Your rage sustains me. For the wild.
What does this card do? It adds a lackey. Yeah, it's pretty much all over. If he goes face, I'm just gonna concede. Like, we have nothing that we can do. Not with that Thought Seal taking our best card. If the Thought Seal took one of our a second crappy card, we'd still be in this. We wouldn't have this card on the board. But it didn't, so we lose, I guess. Yeah, we're dead.
I concede.
Brutal night of Arena tonight. Had a fun night 2 nights ago. And I've had 12-win Druid runs. I've 12-win won every Arena class, but maybe it's just not meant to be tonight. We'll see. I've won 12 and 2 after starting 1 and 2 before. I've done it at least once, maybe twice.
I must protect the wild.
But this is a weak deck, so I'm gonna keep the Proto Drake because I think we can draw out the rest of our curve because it's balanced, and this is the best card in our deck. It's like our win condition for this bad of a deck. But we don't have a 4. He pings, and then he holds a card that makes that stronger. Maybe we draw a 4. Yeah, I'm gonna play it. If you have questions you want to ask me, feel free. All good Arena players have their crappy runs. And it's mostly just because their deck isn't very good.
I wonder.
Okay, now we have a strong turn 3. And I was hoping I would draw a 4-drop. So let's see if he has Frostbolt or he'll just RNG it. Just one of those nights where you get pessimistic because you've had such low, like your opponents have been high rolling you and you've had low rolls. So what's he got? Flame Ward. This is so awkward. Okay, it's Flame Ward.
For the wilds.
Yep. Just wait till he plays something that we can trade into, I guess.
What have they done to me?
And he's just gonna do mage things by never playing something we can trade with.
A charming composition.
So this is pretty good in this situation. And this is one of the better spots for Soul of the Forest I've ever seen. Okay. That really sucks. So this is gonna die if I play my Soul of the Forest.
I wonder.
These two are gonna die.
What to do?
There's probably a better play that last turn.
So where does the magic come from?
I should have played my Soul of the Forest. It's just with the double interaction, I couldn't see like a good one.
It is
Let me
not
get rid
my
of this. Casters and spell. Actually, don't want to give him spell damage.
A little healing goes a long way.
Well, I guess it does protect. It makes this have to go there. Is that like great for me? This is a better play for mana. Yeah.
Time waits for no
But we're
one.
probably gonna play our Drake next turn.
For the wild.
This guy's deck and cards have been much better than ours so far. If he has a sheep, this game's over. I should have done my Soul of the Forest play, but I just didn't see like a good play to where the Flame Ward plus this card was just really strong.
A warden always hits her mark.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Okay. At least we have a lot of health.
You've got me fired up. Now we're cooking. For the wild.
Get rid of this spell damage. And we can use Soul of the Forest next turn. Probably these two is the best. At least he doesn't have sheep. We know he doesn't have sheep.
I wonder.
And the one good thing that happened tonight is I fixed my connection issues, so I don't have to have any rage things. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, why don't you go there? Flame Strike. This guy has a really good 1 and 2 mage deck.
Problem solved.
So now we're dead to Fireball. Never a spot you like being in. What does he have, like Rolling Fireball too? Hey, there we go.
I brought enough for everyone.
Never mind, I spoke too soon. Jesus Christ, man. So he doesn't have Fireball in hand.
Ever jousted a dragon?
Soul of Forest looks like a terrible pick now. I should have used it that turn. I don't think it changes the board state though. Wow. Can't do anything with these shitty cards. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ, get out of here.
I concede.
Wow. I mean, I knew that deck was bad. We didn't play like a single opponent that had a bad deck. Even that priest deck was good. That doesn't matter, I don't care. So, won't run out of gold. Yeah, and I was hoping more people would stop by, but for Hearthstone Arena, I do like my look that I made. Oh wow, I don't actually... It's not supposed to be that big. What this shit? I need to fix that. That's actually... Okay, well I got something to fix later. I wanted it to stop at like this point. And then it self-expands because you played so many cards. I didn't know it was doing that. Sorry about the ugly opponent deck thing. I'll have to monkey around with my settings. But yeah, sometimes Hearthstone is a very, very frustrating game, and it doesn't matter how good you are. You just can't win. So we did our best. We got screwed when we finally got a good deck, but we fixed the issue that has cost us our last 2 good deck runs. So we can't do any worse than we did today, and hopefully you got some lulls out of me getting frustrated at a card game. So good night. Thanks for watching, and that concludes arenas for today. I think I'm gonna play Football Manager tomorrow. Hearthstone just was not very fun for me today, so I am... Oh, a side note before I go. I am... I have to work for the next 2 weeks, so it's going to be... I'm going to stream as much as I can, but I'm sacrificing sleep to stream right now, so it's going to be a little sporadic, and then once I don't have to go to work every day for the next 2 weeks for the reserves, then I will be able to do set up a schedule at that point. So thanks for stopping by, and that'll do it for my stream tonight. I'd set up a raid, but there is not enough of you to really raid anybody. So good night, and thanks for watching. Gaming Guy signing off. Oh, and YouTube, I should say this more. Please like and subscribe my videos. It really helps the channel grow. Later.